I put everything in the van at the minute that needs to literally go on the top or on the outside. So I've got this Bushwakka awning which I need to get put on the side of the van, and to do that I've got these Oz roof racks which are 41cm high roof rails. So I've got the 2 roof rails here, and then I've got the Maxxair Deluxe with the shade ready for the roof. So I'm just going to lay these out on the ground and measure out the best sort of configuration. I also got the 2 solar panels, so I'm going to get those out and see how far apart the rails need to go. I've got the solar panels laid out and they literally fit perfectly right to the edge of the bars. That should be good. It's 130 between the 2 rails, so these support bars are going to be obviously about 120, 130, and that's the minimum that they should be or advised to be for the awning. And thankfully the holes on the back of the support bar will allow sort of 3 points of contact, so I think that's going to be plenty, so I can mount that directly onto the rail. Alright, it's about 38 degrees today, so I'll see how far I get, and I'll start by putting the support rails on, I think, and then go from there. These look pretty simple. I've just cleaned the gutter so it's all ready. It comes with these rubber strips and bolts. So you just put the rubber along the inside of there, and then you have these caps. So once it's placed, that will seal over the bottom of the gutter, and then you just put in the screws, and that's basically it. Just get the spacings right and you're good to go. I'm going to go get those fitted. Step 1 is done. I've put the arms on, and then for the next step I'm going to at least attach the brackets for the solar panels, and then I can put the rails up next. I just popped a couple of bolts in the corners just to see if it fits. It literally is dead on both sides. So I'm going to measure the width and then make sure I've got the roof rails set, and at least get the roof rails on. I don't have enough bolts to bolt it on because it came with self-tapping screws, which I'm not going to use. I'm going to get some bolts instead just to go into the channel. So I'll at least get the roof rails on, and then I can move on to the awning. I'll just show you the underside of these roof racks. Pretty cool. So I've got this like T-slot in there, and the roof supports there. I've got the 2 holes, so should be able to put 2 bolts in there, and that will be hopefully nice and easy to attach it all up. Alright, the roof racks are on. I've ended up ordering some T-slot bolts. They're going to fit in easier, so I'm going to move off of that one and make a start on the Maxxair fan. Got some wood so that I can make a frame to go around here. I think I've measured out the middle, so I will cut a hole and see how we go. I'm just going to make a basic frame around here. Alright, so I'm just doing this inside because it's super hot at the moment. So I've just got some of this butyl tape. I'm going to run that round probably 2 bits wide. It's fairly flat up there on the roof, so I don't think I need to make up any holes or anything like that. So I'm going to put those on first whilst the roof's drying. I just popped some paint around the edges there, so just waiting for that to dry. It will not be taking too long, and then I'll get this fixed on. Well, it's in. It's not the prettiest. Hopefully it looks slightly better when I take the blue tape up. Just put it over the screw holes because that seems to be what people do, and once it's dry I'll stick the top on. Spot the deliberate mistake. Forgot that the fan has a bit of an overlap, so I'm gonna have to move the roof racks down about 5 centimeters or so. Shouldn't be too bad. I'll do that tomorrow. I got the bolts delivered today, so I've fitted those all into the roof racks and I've moved them down just a little bit, so they are now all ready to go. And with a little bit of help we got the Bushwakka awning up onto the side and lifted the solar panels into place and got them all screwed in.